Kent Police have thanked people in the county after last night passed without any significant disorder or damage, despite disturbances in the north and the Midlands.
Now, while things were calmer in London overnight after the violent riots earlier this week, rumours of potential trouble in the southeast proved to be wrong. There was just one arrest in Kent after a 14-year-old boy threw a rock at a police car in Ashford.
We're continuing to support the Metropolitan Police with support of officers going up there, but we've got lots of officers ready and on working and on standby, so that if we have any incidents at all of disorder in Kent, we will respond to it as we did yesterday. Zero tolerance, swift and dynamic response, and people will be arrested.
In Sussex, meanwhile, two men were arrested on suspicion of public order offences. It's alleged that they tried to organise disorder in Hastings using Facebook. Police were monitoring the social media site and also actively using Twitter to investigate rumours of planned trouble and to communicate with people to quash any disturbances.
This week's riots have highlighted the way that police are now using the technology in their everyday work and to reassure the public when rumours abound of people taking to the streets. Claudia Sabasis reports.
After several nights of rioting in London, social media sites were themselves ablaze with rumours about what would happen next. PC Duncan Cleverly is the head tweeter for Hastings Police. This is the first major incident where he's used Twitter to rapidly communicate with the public.
People really got behind us last night, and after a certain amount of time, they realised that this was misinformation that was coming out across social networks, and that our officers were on the ground telling me what was happening in reality, that places weren't on fire, that there was really no rioting at all in Hastings, there was really no trouble. And they started retweeting our tweets and saying, follow Hastings Police and find out what's really happening.
And it seemed to work, as soon people began tweeting the police to thank them for all the information and reassurance. Sussex Police now have just over 9,000 followers. They've been tweeting for over a year, and many officers interact on the beat using their smartphones and Blackberries.
What we can do is, and it's been proven with the demonstrations in Brighton, is that we can use this as a real tool as part of our method of policing demonstrations. So again, we can give accurate information out to groups or to individuals to understand what's actually happening and provide that situation through.
The idea for the police is to engage with as many people as soon as possible.
Because of the amount of population that use it, it's a good way of instructing what they're up to.
It would appear that they've been using Facebook to organise the riots, so it's quite good that the police use the same medium to try to quell them.
It's another way of getting the message across to the people, I guess, and it's widely used, isn't it?
Twitter first launched in 2006 and now has over 200 million followers worldwide.
They can go in and communicate with, but at the same time they can listen and then engage with, so people can tell them what's going on at the same time. So it's a very, very good two-way process of dialogue.
PC Cleverly says his ability to microblog means he can work like a community officer, even when he's in the office.
Well, Claudia Sabasis was reporting there. She joins us live from Hastings now. And Claudia, how is it that the police know what is a hoax and what isn't a hoax?
Well, Polly, from police intelligence, they knew that it was just 2 or 3 people that were trying to whip up a frenzy of panic in the town last night. And of course, that's the problem with social networking sites. They're very, very easy to spread a whole lot of nonsense very, very quickly. Now, again tonight, 50 policemen and women from Sussex will be going to London to support the Met Police. They're all public order trained, but of course, there will be a police presence in Hastings tonight as usual. Annual leave has not been cancelled, but all uniformed officers have had their rest days cancelled.
OK, thanks, Claudia.